Okay, so I'm here again. Uh, Continuation. So we're we still need to find uh, uh, extra information about source these misdeeds. Technically, the term is evidence. So I don't know if this is still chapter 9. Let's see.
House Wolford, eager to report House N's illicit dealings to Hyzant, rebuffs an attack from Booker, Sorslay's loyal assistant, and gains entry to the city. Alas, Camsel, one of the Saintly Seven, informs them that charges cannot be brought without hard evidence of Sorslay's misdeeds.
Chapter 10. Okay. Part 1. The Shadows of Suspicion. It's already chapter 10.
I see the salt matter is being addressed.
Exactly as you predicted, no less. I never expected House Wolford to so much as entertain the idea.
The Wolforts are formidable, always striving to do the right thing. Which is also what makes them so easy to manage.
Oh.
What are you scheming now?
Scheming? You make it sound so scandalous. All I do for our beloved Hyzant.
I thought he's good. He's a good
Do
person.
not play the fool. I know Minister Edor has taken notice of you. You would do well not to let it go to your head. I certainly cannot bring myself to admire the man.
Oh, why ever not?
'Tis not worth going into detail. Suffice to say, I would not mourn him should some grave impropriety come to light.
Then, for now, let us gleefully await the Wolfort's next move.
So there is really an internal of issues in Hyzant. Okay, so there's nothing going on here. So let's see. Within the Citadel of the Sands, Tenebris finds Horsley in high spirits. Who's Tenebris? Ah, it's one of
Well,
the
if it isn't Tenebris. Gloomy as ever, I see.
one of the 77.
Minister Sorsley, I see you are in high spirits.
Tenebris Mistel, one of the 77 and the keeper of the teachings histories. Vice Minister of Religion. Oh.
And why shouldn't I be? House Wolford is ferrying my salt as we speak. An illustrious house from the Salt Iron War trying to win my favor. It's laughable.
But can they succeed, being as ignorant to the circumstances as they are?
If they fail, I simply lay the blame upon them and see their house duly punished. I shall gain merit in place of money.
I did not take you for an optimist. Or have you forgotten of Exham and Camsel's suspicions?
You speak as if it were my problem alone, my dear Tenebris.
Do
Oh.
not misunderstand. It is because we are tarred with the same brush that I have come to warn you. Your dealings of late have grown, perhaps overly so. You would make an enemy of the other saints, should they notice.
And would you too turn against me, Tenebris?
Most certainly not. Our fates are tied.
Good. Now leave me.
Pray, be careful, Minister.
What need have I for caution? I have never failed, nor will I ever.
Oh, you're so ahead of yourself. Okay, Sir Noah searches for evidence to indict Sorsley, but will he find it in time? Encampment.
Sorsley may well come to end us once he hears of our allegations. There is no turning back now. We must move swiftly.
So how shall we proceed?
We must provide hard evidence, as Minister Kamsel requested.
And I wish to be named Archduke of Esfrost. Does he understand what he asks of us? We have no leads.
Salt is a well-regulated commodity, and numbers do not lie. If this illicit trade exists, someone will have altered the ledgers.
Oh, it's the ledger.
Of course. We'll gather what information we can on Sorsley until the evidence we seek reveals itself. Let us canvass the town and see what we find.
Agreed. We should split up and search for clues.
But Sorsley have that ledger, right? Time to gather some testimony as to Sorsley's crimes. There's a woman living near the ministry whose life is consumed with rumors of all sizes and sorts. She always has some fresh morsel or other. It would behoove you to speak with her. A rumor monger, you say? Then I should very much like to speak with her, yes. Thank you. Okay. Quality timber. And there's another one here. Sleep recovery pellets. Itinerant merchant. I'm afraid I'm closed for the day. Need to balance the ledger, you see. Do come again. Not now. I have more pressing concerns at present. That damn officer hunting me like a dog. If he would have but left this place, I could return to my home. Okay, so are there any other things? It is all hearsay, but I understand Esfrost occupies Glenbrook. The kingdom is a den of iniquity. It's true, their lack of adherence to the goddess's teachings has no doubt brought this fate upon them. Oh, she's a hard goddess's follower. We're looking for a rebel who was last seen in this area. Have you any memory of such person? Might he mean the one who just wants to go home? Perhaps this rebel will provide me with some information if I can convince this guard to move. I cannot say that I have. I did see someone rather suspicious leaving the city. Did see someone rather suspicious leaving the city. You what? Thank you, good sir. You've done a good deed this day. Is that a nice... Is that a correct way? Not sure. But that's what I want. That moment. Okay, are there any items? I'm scouring for items. You may no go further. I care not who you are from, what nation you hail, none may enter the source. You're not here to enter the source? Then I shall hear you out. What is it you wish to know? Ooh. That only makes me long to enter the source all the more. Is there truly nothing you can do? Why guard the entrance so closely? Is there something you wish to hide? I hear tell of a secret ledger of salt shipments. Does this sound familiar? Hmm. Hmm. He's a guard, so if I ask this, it's very blunt. Maybe I'll ask this. Not that I wish to hide, no abhor keeping secrets, and in all honesty, I can look the other way no longer. Swear to me you'll not enter the source, and I shall talk. I've seen a dealer different from the one we see during the day, carry salt off at night, undercover in darkness. I confess I received payment in exchange for my silence, but I know not from whom. Not as though it matters, my conscience withers and rots just the same. Another vendor in the middle of the night, highly suspicious. I shall make a note of that. I'd wager that this person is involved in Sorcery's illegal enterprise. Okay. Access to the source is forbidden. And they talk to you. Cannot let you pass without proper permission. Okay. Items. Fire ISIS recovery. Pellets. Why do they have this and the other who I asked doesn't have that? Now, can I talk to you? Pray become, for he has gone. Has he? At last, I can enter my own home. You have my everlasting gratitude. Is there not I can do for you, good sir? You can provide me with information. Do you know anything of House End's illicit salt dealings? Illicit salt dealings? No, I'm afraid not. Then even a source will do. How might one go about prying into affairs of the House End? As you seem quite determined, you may as well search their encampment itself. It is located beside the entrance of the source. If Sorsley has anything to hide, he will most certainly have hid it there. The End encampment. If we cannot find the proof we seek there, then it generally does not exist. Yet, it is also most present and dangerous course of action. We have to wait for the cover of darkness. Okay. Obtain 1,300 gold. Coin. But I already have too many coins. I've learned that my secretary was investigating Minister Sorsley as well. Surely he left some notes in his journal. You have my blessing to read it if you find it. The Goddess relates much in the search for the truth. But where's your... Where's it? Hey! Ow. Only those who have official business with the ministry may enter. If you have no appointment, I must ask you to leave. But... who's your secretary? Is it this one? Or this one? Clarice, illegal distrib... Where is all this talk coming from? I will not stand for these absurd accusations. What proof have you? Ooh, Franklin answer. Heard rumors of irregular salt shipments. So an unsavory character is making off with salt, you say? I confess that not even I had noticed, if what you say is true. Though I simply cannot piece it together in my mind. How would you get this smuggled salt to Esros in the first place? I confess I have no idea. What action do you expect me to take if you have not followed every lead? I wish to stamp out criminal activity however I can, but I will not bring charges against anyone with little more than rumors. Yes, but would also be best not to let sleeping rumors die. Keep digging and keep me appraised for any new information you may find. I am eager to be of service. Oh, I can still talk to you. Okay, I'll go inside the homes. Okay, what do you have? If you are to search the end encampment, you had best to do so at night. Gained 1000. What's this? Fiber. Okay. Should be recover pellets. This must be the journal Lila's secretary keeps. Looks like he underlined something here for emphasis. I find Cersei Ann's recent behavior highly irregular and improper. He took a meeting with Glenbrook officials in secret, wherein he disbursed generous bribes. Bribing Glenbrook officials is extremely valuable evidence. I must make note of it. Okay. Okay. Still the same. I think that's it. Are you the... Oh, you're not the assistant. What do you have? I understand you are aware of the latest rumors that flow through Hyzant. I should like to hear more about them. You wish to hear the popular rumors of Hyzant? You needn't have been so coy. Oh, where to begin? Where to begin? Have you heard the late of the vanishing vessel? It arrives at the port in secret, only to vanish as quietly as it came. A ship that disappears in the night. And how of their salt exports had eluded me until now. Perhaps they were carrying it on this ship she speaks of. Okay, so they are actually exporting it via ship. Okay, so I can't get inside, I guess. It's time to talk to you guys. Esfrost boasts of their freedom from the mountaintops, yet it is only ever the rich and powerful that rise to the top of the wretched duchy. While here in Hyzant, all are equal under the goddess's watch of eye, and all may live in peace. I scarcely need ask, but which nation in your estimation has the right of it? Freedom is necessity for all. I stand with Esfrost in this matter. No. It is the work of the nation's leader to ensure peace and equity. You have much to learn from Hyzant's rule. Neither. The kingdom of Glenbrook, which I serve, bests you both. It is the work of the nation's leader to ensure peace and equity. Like this one. Haha, quite right. You see the light of her ways, of her magnificence. Having said that, equality yet escapes you. Your treatment of the Roselle must change in your society is to be truly equitable. But only the most righteous may receive her blessings. Surely you do not argue that those criminals are worthy. Oh? And they are unbelievers, besides. To treat them with kindness would be an even greater sin than those they've already committed against her. Might I add that in holding such beliefs, you may well be in line to receive the same punishment yourselves. Mind your words, sir. So this is how faithful of Hyzant think. Yeah. Only those with special permissions may enter the palace. Take your leave. Mr. X-Arms is occupied for the moment. If you have business with him, I bid you write him a letter. A letter that presumes I have something to write with. Okay. The Saint 7 have been recognized by the goddess of salt herself, and are tasked with leading the faithful of Hyzant. Atop this order sits the Holy One, who enjoys the privilege of hearing the goddess speak in her own words. The Holy One then disseminates her words to the Saint 7, who hand them down to the people, thus granting the Holy State her blessings. I, of course, take pride of the uniquely superior construction of our society, but how do you, as an outsider, find it? It has advantages and disadvantages like any other. I hesitate to call it superior. Not so unusual, the Holy One is your sovereign and the Saint 7 their loyal ministers. Systems of rule are not so easily compared. They are the result of choices made by a people over the arc of their shared history. This is true. Ah yes, a sincere and logical argument on the surface. Yet we need but scratch at it to reveal the rot within. These other nations you speak of, they are meaningless bits of suffering in which the people and their sordid histories are trapped. The only ones who can truly lead the people to prosperity and happiness are those who have been chosen by the goddess herself, the Holy One and the Saint 7. Yes, so your dogma tells us. So, I think you'll find this does not account for human nature, which is not so easily controlled. They are so blinded by this goddess. Okay, need to talk to you. Illegal Okay, is this the same? I hear rumors. Vanishing vessel. Ah yes, the disappeared vessel would figure nicely to these plots. It is Fortuitous. What? Fortuitous that you contacted me, and I thank you. I tell you, this is the strictest confidence. In the strictest confidence, talk of House End's crime has reached the consortium. There, Minister Sorsley is known to be a meticulous man, exceedingly concerned with the accuracy of his own ledger. If he has engaged in illegal enterprises as you just suggest, I doubt his conscience would allow his books to go unbalanced. He'll have kept a second ledger. A secret account, of course. With that in mind, we'd have all the proof we need. The trouble, though, will be finding it. Okay, so is that it? I need to conclude. Okay, so the bridesmaid secretary mentioned in his journal appear to be true. All that remains is to see what role they played in his illicit distribution enterprise. I've seen a dealer different from the one we see during the day. Okay. Okay, I'll conclude. For enough. Now to return to the encampment and organize my thoughts. So what if I didn't do that? What will happen?
What news? Have you learned anything?
Sorsley is shrewd. He'll not reveal his true colors so easily.
Nothing can remain hidden indefinitely. A thorough review of the testimony shall show us the truth.
Benedict is right. Let us review what we know to be true.
Lord Serenoa, what does the evidence at hand suggest? Let us begin with Sorsley himself. What is his crime?
He sold illicit salts. He bribed nobles right under our noses in Glenbrook. I think this one.
He sold illicit salt.
Oh my gosh.
Of that there can be no doubt. One of Hyzant's own Saintly Seven is a traitor.
If we cannot secure the help of the remaining saints, we've no choice but to present our case directly to the Hierophant. Doing so will require incontrovertible proof of Sorslay's improprieties.
Okay, I'll change my controller first. Okay, comfortable proof that we lacked. He kept a ledger. There were irregular salt shipments. I think the solid evidence will be if I go for the ledger. So solid evidence.
Clarice said Sorsley kept a secret ledger.
Of course. Sales had to be carefully managed so as not to arouse suspicion.
Making detailed records a necessity. I've no doubt this ledger exists. Now then, let us focus on where we might find the evidence we need.
Of course, at encampment.
By which you mean Sorslay's encampment.
Precisely. Not the one at the Citadel of the Sands, so far from the source. Right here, in the capital.
I know its location.
So, in brief, Sorsley sold illicit salt, constituting a breach of trust with the Hierophant. House End kept close watch over the transactions and labored to keep them hidden.
Meaning there is a second ledger. The incontrovertible evidence we require.
Said ledger would most likely be found at the End encampment, near the source.
Then we shall sneak inside and secure it.
Never forget that we operate on reasoning and supposition. Should our presumptions prove untrue, we will be judged accordingly.
Okay, here we go.
I understand. But the future of House Wolford is at stake. I will not see us fall to ruin through inaction.
Okay, so that's chapter 10, part 1. I'll end my stream. See you the next. Bye.